Okay, everybody, welcome to Blast and Stash at episode 6. So let's get this thing rolling. Enough side conversations. We'll start with Mike. Go ahead.
What's up, guys? It's Spider Grandpa here. I got a little movie quote for you right now, and this one, a lot. Hold on here. Hold on here. Goddamn fucking sorry. Anyway, um, usually my quotes are a little older, and not many people get them. I tried to go a little more modern with this one, so wrong paper. All right. Here's my quote. Who the F are you supposed to be? The green condom? You know Halloween ain't for a few months, kid.
Uh, um, Green Lantern?
No.
Uh,
Sounds like some freaking Deadpool or something.
Green Condom.
I don't think that's Spidey for sure. Not with that.
Green
lost.
Condom?
Green condom.
Is it an indie, based off an indie book?
Yep.
Is it Gone with the Wind again?
James K says Kick-Ass.
It is Gone with the Wind. You got it. No, I'm just kidding.
So James K said Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass.
Is that correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go first. So Huey's Comics. So, wise men say forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza.
The Turtles?
It's the first one, yep. Back in, 90? I think it came out in 90. I remember saving all my whole allowance for the whole month just to buy that movie on VHS, if anybody out there knows what that is.
No.
Okay, Vince, we're up with you.
Alright, so a female says, I just gotta know, are we gonna try to love each other? And then the guy voice says, I'd like to, but he's out there right now, and I've got to go to work.
Oh, shit.
I don't know what that is either. Nobody?
He's out there, and I gotta go to work. No?
No. Anybody else in the community there?
One of the first big comic book movies. Blockbusters.
Oh, I'm done. I don't know.
The Batman?
Yes.
It's Batman?
Yeah.
Yep. It's
Really?
Vicky Vale and Batman.
Huh. Okay, Paul. Well, why don't you go ahead and do a quick introduction since you're new here? So, give him a second here to tell us what you do on your channel and give us your quote.
I'm Midwest Comic Man, and I just started.
He's breaking up pretty bad. You frozen again?
Recently, and I do her, but she also wants me to do the dishes.
I didn't catch all that.
Yeah, you're coming in broken and unreadable.
I would.
All I heard was he loves to do the dishes.
I would give my life to do the dishes.
That's all I hear.
I just catch all of it either. To me, from what I heard, it sounded like The Incredibles, maybe, but that's not that's the only thing I think of.
Dishes.
Oh, there it is. I would give my life for her, but she also wants me to do the dishes. Oh, I have no clue. His internet's being flaky today, he says.
Well, it's a good thing he knows sign language. And we do too.
Like I said, I've only know one piece of sign language, and it's not appropriate here. I don't know. What's the answer there?
From Hellboy.
No.
Okay. Yep. That's from the second one? Okay, it is from the second one. Cool. Okay, Gary, how about you? Have you got one? Oh, no, Gary. Yeah,
Yeah.
Gary.
We're forming a union, jerk. Hold my foot in your face.
Forming a union.
Gone with the Wind.
No.
Oh,
That's my joke.
Sorry.
that sounds something like Kick-Ass 2. Is that from Independent as well?
Well, let's put it this way. It was written and drawn by Neil Adams.
Written and drawn by Neil Adams.
It was a 19-page lead story.
Well, I'm lost.
Is
James Case, that sounds like
another
Woody
book?
Harrelson.
It was November 1983, cover dated. And it
Oh.
is, we're forming a union, jerk. Hold my foot in your face.
One thing I think it went Neil Adams' Batman.
Skate
But-
Man.
It's what, man?
Skate Man. I picked a hard one.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, on that note, let's,
Okay.
we'll go ahead and jump into the reviews this week. I think we have a total of like 10 books. I will start off with Aquaman #1. And art by Abnett and Walker. This is a continuation of the Rebirth one-shot. I was an okay fan of the first one for the Rebirth. This was actually pretty good with is it Black Mantis? Is that who that guy is in here? Manta, sorry. Coming in, and it was actually pretty good. Of course, cliffhanger as always. And I'm definitely going to stash this book and continue to read this one. Well, I didn't think I was going to be a fan at all of Aquaman. I never have been, but this is actually it should make a pretty good storyline. We'll go on to Mike.
Yeah, I absolutely love this issue. Black Manta has always been one of my favorite villains in the DCU. What's the artist's name? Brad Walker. I love his art. The whole underwater scenes, and I love the Rebirth issue. And yeah, I mean, I like you, Dave. I never really got into Aquaman, but the past two issues, the Rebirth issue, and this one, man. This is actually my pick of the week. I'm jumping the gun here, but I love this book, so I'm stashing.
Wow.
Vince, you don't. You're up. So why don't you go ahead and give us your?
Yeah, no, it was solid. The whole thing with Manta was, you guys said it all already. Definitely gonna stash it. Pick it up next week, see where it keeps heading. And usually I'm not a fan of Aquaman either, so caught me by surprise how good it was.
Gary, how about you? Do you pick up Aquaman?
Hey, unless I read the wrong Aquaman, I think it was shit. I mean,
Thank you for that brutal honesty there. Appreciate it.
I mean, did I read the wrong one or like, it was a damn love story. Like, it reminded me of the books this big back in the 80s you could pick up and read. I mean,
I think you read the wrong book.
it was an Aquaman, and it was in the Rebirth. So maybe I just took it differently. Like the beginning of it, maybe it was like the very first Rebirth. No, it said it just came out. I swear it.
Yeah, at the first few pages, they're on like a beach house, and they're talking about how he's trying to bridge
Yes.
between
That's it.
the
Love story.
sea and-
Y'all didn't catch on to the love story? It was the guy and, oh, they're going to call you mermaid. I'm so sorry they're going to make fun of you. And then the other lady, it shows her going into the place. And when the other lady's going into the place, because they're supposed to be bridging it or whatever, then you have, like, his head chief or whatever. And that guy's in there like, oh, madam, let me help you. I'm like, oh, God, now he's hitting on her. And, like, it was just a whole damn love triangle. So I'm like, you know, I mean,
It's Mira. I'd be hitting on her too.
oh, how to Romeo, help me! Like I blast that shit.
So,
I was just gonna ask.
so,
I'm thinking
Gary.
you're blasting it.
Blasting it, blast it.
So,
Okay.
Gary, you're trying to say that Aquaman is gay? Is that what your statement is?
No, he's definitely loving on some women, but like, okay, here's the thing. If you're into romance novels with a little bit of action, there you go. Like I couldn't even read the whole thing. I didn't even make it to Black Manta. I made it to the third time that when the one lady went in there to bridge the gap or whatever they wanted to call it, and the dude hit on her again. I was over it. I was done. That was
Because you're right, Aquaman is gay. I just like the particular book.
now I did hear people giving the artwork crap. You know what I mean? I like the artwork. It was just let's see if you like love stories, pick up Aquaman.
Okay. Okay. Well, so we'll move on to Paul. What would you think of Aquaman? Did you pick up Aquaman #1?
I did, and I'm gonna cash that one. Black Manta was a bad.
Is it stash it or blast it?
Stash it.
Stash it. Okay. His corn internet must be running out.
Yeah, he's
all that corn fuel is running out, I guess. Okay, so we'll move on to Gwenpool, issue 3. I think we actually started watching this one or reading this one from the beginning. We'll start with Mike on this guy.
All right, Gwenpool. Little backstory on this. I wasn't expecting to like this book as much as I did, but I absolutely love it. It's the art's by Gary Hiru, and the writing's by Christopher Hastings. It's this is another great Gwenpool. I loved it. It's funny. Some people are like over this whole Gwen thing, Gwen, Spider Gwen, and all these other Gwens, but this is actually pretty different. She's actually from our world going into the comic book world. She knows, like,
What are you trying to do? Put him
Bat,
back.
Batrock's real name was the Leaper back in the day, and it's just great. I love it, so I'm stashing this one.
Vince, how about you? Did you pick up Gwenpool? You're muted. Oh, we can't hear you, Vince.
Sign language.
He's miming.
I think it's a blast it for Vince. Is that what he's trying to say? No.
No, I don't know. Like, I think he farted. All I see is this.
Do you know he's muted? I can't.
He's muted.
Yeah, we can't hear you. Let's see. That's well until he gets his mic figured out. We'll go ahead and Gary, did you pick up Gwenpool #3?
I didn't get #3 yet because I'm ordering from one of them places that likes to take forever to give you your stuff. But I have read 1 and 2, so if I was to base it on 1 or 2, then I would stash it. So.
Did we lose Vince too?
Yeah, he's froze.
I thought maybe he was doing a statue impersonation. Okay, so Paul said he was going to have to drop out because of the internet, and I guess it's on to me. So I was kind of hesitant. I think I did stash issue 2. Was kind of hesitant in this one. I did like how Doctor Strange came in there and he's like, oh, Benedict Cumberbatch. That's not a bad choice for Doctor Strange. The whole
Yeah.
self-aware of there he is of the comic book was pretty cool. I'm definitely gonna stash it because now MODOK knows that Gwenpool's is fake, and I guess now he's gonna try to kill her. So, but I'm definitely stashing Gwenpool issue 3 as well. You back, Vince?
Yeah, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. We didn't
I'm
know if you were
having
playing
some.
along or what it was.
I'm having some technical difficulties.
Oh, Paul's back too. Oh, so you said does it blast it on Gwenpool?
No, stash it.
Stash it. Okay, okay. And then Paul, you got your internet back up running?
Yeah, I stole my son's wired internet until he gets home.
Oh. So did you pick up Gwenpool number 3?
Yes.
What do you think of that?
I'm gonna stash that one. I definitely dug seeing Doctor Strange in it. I just think it was funny. The art was good. You know.
Very bubblegum kind of feel to it. That's what I get out of the art.
Yeah.
I guess maybe it's just the pink suit for Gwenpool.
But I think it fits the story well.
Yeah, definitely.
This one, she was actually trying to find pants or a bottom half of her suit.
Yeah,
She was trying to get those made.
The legs.
Yep.
But it is a different take. I don't know of any other ones that were. I mean, Deadpool's always been very self-aware in his comics, but knowing that she's from a different world and in a comic world and using that, trying to use it to advantage, I thought that's kind of a cool storyline. Okay, moving on to Wonder Woman number 1. Is Vince back? Or we lose Vince?
Yeah, we just lost him.
Oh my goodness gracious. All sorts of technical difficulties tonight. So we'll jump on to Gary since Vince isn't here. Did you pick up Wonder Woman number 1?
Yes, I did, Huey. And what I found is, gotta break the monotony. Let's see, Wonder Woman. Actually, I read the very first one shot or whatever. They got 2 number 1s. I think they need to fix that. But yes, I read that one there that you are showing, Old Quiet Man. I don't mean old. You know what I mean. Anyways, I actually, believe it or not, it was all over the place. But it does have great art, I think. They're doing a 2 storyline. Did you know that? Like, one book every other week is going to follow on that. Then every other week they're going to have another storyline. So they're doing like 2 stories in one. And that can actually throw a reader off, I guess, until they know what story's following, what. I want to say blasted it, but at the same time, I would probably stash it just to get the next one to see where it's going. But if you get the next comic, you really have to wait for 2 more comics to come out to see where this one's going. So, actually, I was kind of confused and didn't know to blast it or stash it. But on that note, the way it's just here, there, and the cheetah at the end was awesome. So other than the cheetah and Wonder Woman seeming like she's going out of her mind, I would have to say blast it.
Okay. Vince, we'll jump back to you. You were supposed to be first. How about you?
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Some freaking ninjas came in and tried to steal my comics, and I had to chop them down with my Wakasaki. But I'm back. Just washing off the blood. Wonder Woman was actually pretty good. The story was moving along a little bit slow, but I'm kind of intrigued by what happened at the end, because it looked like the one of the characters from the Thundercats is going to be joining. So I'm really psyched about that because I love the Thundercats. So I'm definitely stashing it.
Okay, Paul.
Other than the Frank Cho cover and Cheetah showing up, I had no idea what was going on in this book. I'm gonna go with Blast It.
Okay. I didn't know what was going on with the first book, and there's a lot of inner monologue in that first book, and so I was on the verge of blasting it. I've decided to pick up this one to kind of see where it was going. I actually enjoyed this one a lot better. Now, Gary, you're talking about two different storylines. You're talking about the storyline between Steve and his platoon, or whatever you want to call it, and then Wonder Woman. You talking about those two storylines being alternate back and forth?
Well, it says like the one where this one here where the cheetah just at the ending, and then you have the one shot. Those are going to be two different stories. The one shot's going to come out like every other week with the story following it, and then this one's going to come out with the story every other week where they're doing the stuff bi-weekly to follow it. So once a month you'll have 2 issues, and then each issue will be going in its own storyline.
But I'm definitely going to stash that to pick up issue 2 to kind of see where that's going. Mike, how about you?
Yeah, I knew I wasn't gonna like this going in. I didn't like the first issue. Now I love the Wonder Woman character. Back in the day, Linda Carter was doing her thing, and I love the character. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just not feeling this book. The art is great, but I'm just not a Wonder Woman comics fan. So yeah, I'm done with Wonder Woman.
Like,
So.
I feel if you're tripping, you could totally catch on to this story.
That's what I felt in the first one. In the Rebirth was that way. It was really kind of out there. Okay, next one is Nighthawk issue 2. Gary, did you pick up that one?
No way. Issue 1, totally for me. No, I didn't.
Okay, so Paul, how about you? Pick up Nighthawk number 2.
Yeah, and my mom always told me if I didn't have anything nice to say, keep my dirty little potty mouth shut. It was...
Did you read issue 1 at all?
No, I didn't. But now I see what all the fuss was about.
Yeah. Okay, so that's so blasted for that. Me, I like the first issue. Did not like this one at all. I think there's just too much social commentary of current events. I mean, comic books have always been about current events, but to me it was just too much. We see in the news constantly. Like I said last week with what was that book? Oh, Devote Loki. I don't want to read about it in my comics too. It's stressful enough watching the news, let alone being in the comics. So that's definitely blast, and I'm not picking up any more issues of the Nighthawk. Mike.
Yeah, I actually like this issue. I mean, I like the first one. I mean, I thought it was the same thing as the first one. I love Tilda. I think she's hilarious. Yeah, I'm not feeling the artwork, but I'm going to continue to pick it up. Yeah, so I'm stashing this. That's really all I got. Who does the art? Ramon Villalobos? Yeah, I don't care for his art in this. I wish they'd change that, but other than that, I like it, so I'm going to continue to get it.
Vince, did you pick up issue 2 of that one?
No, I did not, but I did like the first one, so I was curious to hear what you guys had to say, and looks like I'm not going to be picking it up.
Well, yeah, we all had one person like it, so do I put a blasted for you down now for that?
Sure. Yeah, why not?
Mike's not going to be happy.
I'm always happy.
Next up is the Flash issue 1, and start with Paul on that. Did you pick up issue 1 in Flash?
Yes, I sure did. Definitely gonna stash this. I thought the storyline was really good. At first, the art, I wasn't so sure about it, but by the end of the issue, it was really growing on me. I like how he does when he's all the lightning that he's doing and everything. It looks really cool.
Okay, so Yeah, I liked it okay. The art really threw me off. I could not get over the art. It was just I don't know what it was about it. Just couldn't quite grasp it. I know he's going to be a very pivotal part in this new DC lineup. I just couldn't get in the story though. I'm probably going to pick up issue 2, but I'm definitely probably going to be blasting the Flash though. Mike.
I am also blasting the Flash. I did not care for their art. The story did nothing for me. You see Barry do some forensic stuff, do some Flash stuff, blah blah blah. Before all this Rebirth stuff kicked off, they were hyping a new character called Godspeed, and he's supposed to be a villain, I think. And I'm really waiting for that to start. And but I'm thinking it's going to start soon, so I'm going to continue to get it. But I'm blasting this issue. This is just a filler issue for me. So yep, blasting this one.
Vince.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go along the same lines. You know, I'm a big Flash fan, but I felt it was a lot of filler, like Mike said. But I am gonna give it another shot. A couple plot lines were intriguing me. You know, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but so reluctantly, I'm gonna stash it.
Reluctantly. So that's a stash minus. Is that what it would be for you?
That'll be instead of a 45 caliber bullet, it'll be like a little 22 or something.
Okay. Gary, how about you? You pick up Flash?
Yes, I did. And I had to, get him to put some clothes on. But I like the art myself. Like, since you mentioned that, I thought the art's pretty good. I do think that it started out kind of slow. I am anxious, waiting to see what's going to happen with a new character. But at the same time, I'm kind of with Vince. It was like I was on the borderline. I'm going to stash it just because it's Flash, and see where it goes. But I would bust it with a 22 just to give it a pat.
Just to give it a warning? Maybe a warning shot over the head?
Pretty much, yep.
Say, hey, watch it, man. Next issue better be great, or you're gone.
Yeah,
kind of
like
Okay.
Do something. At least
Wing
Flash.
him. Yeah, wing him so he's
something.
not going into the Flash. Next up is Deadpool and versus Gambit #1, written by Acker and Blacker. I thought that was pretty funny. And then art by Bayruth. Here, I was talking about Gwenpool being very self-aware. I thought that was okay. This didn't grab me. I mean, it was an okay issue and had some cool stuff to it. The art was fine, but I'm blasting it. I'm definitely not going to be picking up issue 2 on that one. Mike.
Yeah. I started reading this, and they have the whole Daredevil Spidey thing. And I'm going through. I'm like, well, where the hell is Gambit at? And then they do their thing. I'm not going to spoil it. And I thought it was funny as hell. The art isn't much to look at, but I thought the humor made up for it. So I'm actually stashing this one. I don't know if I'm going to be picking up issue 2, probably, because, I pick up everything, spend over $100 on comic books a week, so. But, yeah, I'm stashing Gambit versus Deadpool.
Was that a variant?
Yeah, that's the variant right there.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even see that one in my store.
I just got it for Tiger's butt right there.
Butt shot!
I think that's
Okay.
Tiger. I can't remember her name. Anyway, moving on.
Vince.
Yeah, it was funny. Are you kidding me? You didn't like this, Dave?
No, Maybe
Dude,
I was
this
too tired from work. Maybe I need to be
this
well
was
rested to be able to check in.
this was hilarious with the whole caper thing going on, you know, that I don't want to spoil. But the characters were not who they seemed to be. But I mean, it was funny. Like there was just so much like just quirky little jokes that didn't, you know, and here and there, and kind of like rereading and catch them. Yeah, this was classic Deadpool all the way. Very much looking forward to the next one.
Gary,
Oh man, I haven't been like really on the Deadpool train. Toot toot. But however, I read this one and I liked it. I'm about to spoil it. I feel like I should just spoil it and just let her rip.
Do it.
But if you didn't get the book, it's not my damn fault. If you do got the book and you didn't read it, shame on you. Gambit is a traitor, and Deadpool is too. And I'm kidding, but they do dress up like people, and they fight all through the city and steal shit, and it's hilarious. So that's about all I'll say. But yeah, but I liked it. I would stash it. I thought it was funny. And they actually, you know, at the beginning how it starts off, where they're like standing in line talking, and then it transitioned, you know, to what went on, what they were talking about. I thought they did that transition very well. There's a lot of comics and there's a lot of writers that can't do that in a comic. They don't seem to transition very well from one thing to another, like with flashbacks or whatever. And I thought they did that well in this one, and I followed it right along. And on that note, you know, the way they transitioned it, and then they came back to that point, and then with all the comedy in it at the same time, I thought it was a great read. So I'll stash it.
how about you, Paul?
I thought it was funny, but I mean, it seems like they were just trying too hard with the whole self-aware thing. It's like it gets to a point where too much of a good thing is no longer a good thing. I mean, I did appreciate that they threw a Spider-Man turn off the dark joke in there, but other than that, I thought it was just too much. So I'm probably gonna blast it and probably won't get the next one.
Shame on you.
I guess shame on me too because I blasted it as well. So
And shame on you too.
okay, well now that we got that out of the way, shaming and all, we'll move on to Detective Comics. We'll start with you, Mike.
All right, I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this one. I have a feeling. Whereas I'm blasting this one. Okay, I love their whole base, the Belfry they call it. You get to see some training with Batman Boot Camp. It's a good filler issue. What I want them to do though is keep Batman actually out of this issue and just let the team do its thing. It's so predictable, you know. Batman gets in trouble, they're gonna send a team in, they don't know what the hell they're doing, and that's the only reason I'm blasting it, because it's gonna be too predictable, and I want them to keep Batman out of this book. Let all the new characters do their thing. So that's a blast for me.
Okay, Vince.
Well, Dave, I can see by your facial expressions that you're gonna tear Mike a new asshole. So I'm gonna allow
not gonna
you.
tear anybody to do
So
anything.
I'm gonna allow you the pleasure of doing that, but I'm just gonna show this one page, and I would love for it to be a poster,
Yeah, it would be awesome.
because I would totally buy this Joker joint right here. I mean, there was like 7 splash pages in this freaking book. It was crazy action. Tear him apart, Dave.
Have me tear it apart.
Tear it to pots, man.
Let's see. It's actually Gary up. I'm actually last on this one, so we'll let Gary go, and then Paul, and then I'll just give my reaction to Mike's. Mike and yours.
My wife is
Critique.
calling up. No, I'm just kidding.
Go ahead, Gary.
Well, let's see. I had wrote some notes, but obviously I was
Oh,
half
no.
asleep. I was obviously half asleep.
We only have an hour and a half, Gary. So.
Well, I mean, the only thing that I wrote was about a dude laying in bed talking about colony. So I don't even know what the hell. I remember the colony, but I don't remember anybody laying in bed. There might have been a man. I don't even know. Like, I don't know what the hell I was talking about. But as far as I don't know. As far as the artwork goes, it was great artwork. It was a good read. I remember that I liked it. But as far as, I'm going to have to look at it to find out what the hell I was talking about, a dude laying in the bed. I know there was a bunch of fighting going on in this comic, and for that reason, what is it? Like, everybody's like,
Wait. Gary, just tell me this. Was Aquaman laying in the bed naked?
If he was,
Uh-oh.
it was in such a flash, I missed it. But that's in a different.
Oh, let's see now.
With Namor.
There.
Let's see, but yeah, man, like, oh, he was laying in the bed. Mentions Colony. Think Colony is a program. That's what you get when I'm half asleep. So, based on that, I would say blast it, but I'm not basing it on that. I remember a lot of fighting. There's a lot of good things I think it's going to happen in the the next issue as far as that stuff goes. So I would actually stash it.
Okay. Paul, how about you?
I want to see who's in bed next one.
The artwork was good, and I thought it was cool with DC's version of the Danger Room. And, like everybody said, that Joker splash panel was amazing. But by the end of it, I was like, did anything really happen in this issue? I mean, I was just like, they're changing perspective like 8 different times, and by the end of it, nothing's really happened. So I mean, I think it's just totally a filler issue that they're not sure where we're not sure where they're going with it yet. So this issue I'm gonna blast, but I'll probably check out a couple more just to see if it gets somewhere where I want it to be.
Okay. So I guess now it's on to me. I definitely think it wasn't as strong as the last issue. And it is predictable. Here the team is training. They are, they're getting worn down. They're not quite where they need to be, but Batman's in trouble, so they're going to go do what they can to save him. But, oops, hold on one second. Damn it, I hit the wrong button.
Well,
Dad nabbit. Now what do I do now?
hello, YouTube.
Let me see. I was trying to be a smart ass, and that's what happens when you're a smart ass.
So it's better be a smartass than a dumbass.
Yeah, I guess. Here.
I'd rather be a dumbass
There.
than a smartass. I don't know why. I always thought like maybe if he was a dumbass, then he'd get a little credit.
Okay, there we go. Now let's see. I had something funny to show, but
Wah wah wah. There's you some
Yeah.
sound effects.
this is my response to.
Oh, come on, man. Seriously?
It's
Come on.
it's the pussy that was in Wonder Woman.
My response to Mike's blasting it on Detective Comics. How could you?
Dude,
No, I actually.
I have
actually
to go
enjoyed it.
right now and like this video. I'm sorry.
You like that video?
No, I said I have to go and like it.
No.
And he's like, whoa, what's up?
I did enjoy it. I thought it was pretty good. Like I said, not as strong as the other issue, last issue, but still a good issue, and I'm definitely going to be picking it up from here on out. Let's go on to Action Comics. How are the events?
I'll be right back.
Comics, yes. Just want to actually show this cover off because I love this cover. I think this is the variant cover right here, right, guys?
I think so, yeah, because that's the standard.
That's pretty sweet too.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty badass variant, first of all. Second of all, if you're not caught up with the whole Superman dying here in this world and that world, you're going to be confused. So you definitely want to get caught up in that first. Uh, that said, it was pretty damn interesting, especially, there was quite a few plot twists I didn't really see coming, so that was pretty cool. With a villain doing something good, maybe, and then an ending that I didn't quite see coming. So I'm gonna say stash it. I'm looking forward to the next episode.
Gary, how about you? Did you pick up Action Comics?
Well, let's see here. I did. To be honest with you, I didn't actually pick it up. I read it somewhere else. However, with that being said, the reason I say that is
You're the guy that stands in the comic store and just reads it and not buys it. You get your greasy mitts all over it.
Yes, you saw me.
Oh, okay.
You
Go
was
ahead,
the guy.
sorry.
No, that's all right. I think you were the guy laying in the bed talking about the colony.
Oh, we're going there now. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll shut my mouth and let you do your review. Okay, I'll leave you alone. Go ahead.
You're all right, man. Let's see. I actually didn't read Action Comics at all. Never. So I did read this one, and I was actually surprised when I liked it. And I've never read any of it, so I didn't know about another Superman dying, but I did pick up on that kind of, because they said he died. So, but it wasn't too hard to follow. I would, if I would probably know more of the backstory if I did read it. If I knew it was going to be that good, I would have picked it up, But I would actually have to say stash it on this one, and that's actually weird coming from me because I'm usually like Superman's a sissy, but on this one I'd have to say stash it. I liked it.
Okay, how about Paul?
Like Gary, I also didn't read any of the backstory, so I went into it just not knowing anything, but I really dug the story and really interested in seeing where it's going to go. So this is going to be a definite stash it.
Yeah, I mean, the last story I read was Death of Superman. When did that come out? 88? 86? Somewhere right around there. So that's about the last storyline I read of Superman. But it definitely is interesting. I'm wondering what role his son's going to play, because it shows him kind of lifting off there. Then didn't show him any more beyond that. But I'm definitely going to stash that and be picking up the next issue, at least till this story arc ends. Mike.
Yeah, I'm stashing this one as well. The art was good. Doomsday, Superman, and Lex are wrecking shit throughout the book. I was reliving the death of Superman all over again. Yeah, great book. Stashing it.
Okay, so that's a good book all across the board there. Now, next we'll jump into a couple of the independents. Lucas Stand. Gary, did you grab that one?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
So thank you for asking.
No, you're welcome.
No, I did, man. I've actually was pumped when I read this before Wednesday, because the introduction and the cover of the comic, everything. So yeah, see the cover, it looked great, and then I read the introduction and I was like, shoot, I gotta try it out. So I did, and I must say, I think the artwork could be a little better. However, on that note, I think there's a good story. They almost lost me once in it, but I like the whole thing that they're doing. In case people, if you don't know, you know now. What happens is the dude blows his damn brains out, and yeah, you should have read it. Out of all people, you should have read it.
I couldn't get it in my store. My store didn't have it. How dare you?
My bad. So, okay, let me do. Spoiler alert: if you haven't, read this yet, please go. No, so I won't say what happened then. Just for you, I won't say it. But I
Go
kind
ahead. I'll just turn the volume all the way down. Go ahead.
you like
Give me a thumbs up when you're ready to go.
Can you hear me now? He said no. How do you know what I said? Anyway.
Go ahead.
I would say stash this one. I like it. So
Okay. Paul, did you pick up Lucas Dan?
Yes, I did. I had very high hopes for it being Kurt Suter. And I think part of that is the reason why I had really high hopes for this. And it's an okay story, but I wanted it to just knock my socks off. So I think I'm gonna blast it.
Okay, I did not get it. I did order it on eBay, so it should probably be here first part of next week. I'm looking forward to it because I am a big Kurt Sutter fan because of Sons of Anarchy and The Shield. Some very interesting writing there. I was hoping that would kind of lead over into the book, but it's getting kind of mixed reviews. So, but I'm definitely looking forward to checking it out, though. Mike.
Yeah, I'm blasting this one. It was, Now the beginning of the book, I was actually feeling for the character, his addictions, what he's been through, and then something happens, and then the book got wordy. I hate wordy books. I can't read half the time as it is, so when the book gets wordy, I start and yeah, I'm not getting issue 2. Sorry guys, I'm blasting this one.
that's all right. What do you mean by wordy?
He means books that
a
don't
lot
have
of-
hot chicks on the covers that he could go and spank
You're
off
goddamn
to.
like this. Yeah.
Get that porn out of here.
So, all right. So I know what kind of books he likes. He likes that comic porn.
Yeah.
All right.
Big words like it was a good book. He just can't do it. Vince, how about you?
Yeah, man, it was great. They mixed PTSD, drugs, alcohol, demons, Nazis. I mean, bow. That's my review. Just like, bow.
Yep.
Pick it up, read it, because it was good. Seriously.
So, do you think having different life experiences will connect to the book more? Because you talked about PTSD kind of
Nah,
there into the book.
It was kind of general. People with addictions could probably identify just as easily as people with combat PTSD, which the character has. So it was pretty general in those terms, but it was definitely interesting. Aside from all that, there's a very interesting storyline going on.
Yeah.
With like demons and just stuff I don't want to spoil. It was very interesting, and I'm going to be very much looking forward to the rest of this 6-parter.
Take this lighter.
What?
See, when you read it, you'll understand.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Now you just spoiled the whole book for me. There's a lighter involved.
Yeah,
I can't possibly read it now.
Sorry for you.
So, any other independents out there? I know there were a few more on the list.
Yeah, man.
I didn't get any more books beyond those. So we'll just go ahead and jump off. We'll start with you, Vince, since you got one.
I got them all. I got all the independents, man. I got like a room back there full of indies.
You got like
Okay,
two
well,
of them.
We'll just start with one, and we'll move forward, baby steps here.
You sure, man? Because
Yeah, go ahead.
I could just get into them all at once. Sure.
Yeah, go ahead and start with yours, and we'll go up to anybody else getting the independents. Paul, did you grab any more?
I did Action Man #1.
Anybody else have Action Man #1?
The only one I didn't get.
I did.
Room full of independents. He didn't get that one.
Because it's
I feel like an action.
Okay, so Vince, what are you going to start with your indie pick of the week?
Whoa, you gonna start me off with the pick of the week?
Well, I don't know. I don't know who else
All
I picked up the other
let me just show a couple books.
Okay.
Maybe the audience that will like them. So you got Superhuman Resources. This is a good book if you're into like comedy. If you like the movie The Office. If you like superheroes, they kind of mix it all in. The art is a little campy, but just like Burt Hembeck, which I got a cool A-OK today. I like that kind of art. So I'm going to recommend this to anybody who likes comedy, superheroes, She-Wolf. This was a book, unless you are tripping on acid
So,
or ecstasy, you are not going to understand. I ran out of both acid and ecstasy, so I don't quite understand it. But tomorrow I'm going to go get a refill, and I'm going to try this book again. So I don't want to blast it just yet. This book, unless you know about the Eagle Resurgence, Jack Herman, blah blah, art by Neo Vokes, martial arts, the occult, and Havoc or whatever, you're not going to understand this book, so let's just forget about it.
Did you ever figure out what the name of that one was?
Huh?
Did you ever figure out what the name of that
Yeah,
one was?
it's Death's Bad Angel. Okay, this one, okay. The Punisher as a chick with face paint. That's a recap of this book right here. Get this book before it sells out. Telling you, this book is going to be hot. This book is going to go up in price. This is, what's his name? Polito? Polito or whoever does, what's his name? Lady Death does this. It's very similar, but it's also kind of mixing into Punisher territory, and it's a very interesting storyline with the occult. This crazy mob thing going on. Yeah, pick this up. It's a square-bound book. It's a little pricey.
what's the name
I
of
think
it?
it was like $8. Yeah, $7.99. But it's worth it because I believe this is going to go up in value. There's already copies selling for more on eBay.
Yeah, Eddie,
My-
the comic guy, is saying it's selling for $50 now.
Yeah.
What was the name of it?
easily. La Muerta, which is the Lady of Death or the Death. But my Spanish sucks, so don't quote me on that because I'm Puerto Rican, half Polish, and half Puerto Rican, so I don't know. But see. But this is my pick of the week, America. This is a badass book right here. Let me tell you. I'm not sure if this is just because female superheroes are coming into their thing now, but this is the joint right here. It's basically Gwenpool, but without the funny stuff. This is the bomb right here. America. Grab it if you can. It's kind of limited print, so if you could get a copy, get it as well. Very interesting story.
Who's the comic on that? What's the distributor on that?
This is it's Kickstarter, I believe. But
What?
it's a Kickstarter driven book, but it's Overground Comics, but it's Kickstarter driven. Overground Comics, and it's just $3.99. It's a good size. Yeah, get it. Good stuff. That's my pick of the week. America.
Okay, Mike, how about you? What independents you get pick up?
The only well, I got three. Oh, where the hell? I got my guilty pleasure, but I haven't read it yet. So it's the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This haven't read it yet, so I don't know what's going on in that. I did pick up She-Wolf, chick and a wolf having sex with an old lady, and I don't know what the hell's going in this book. So I was kind of turned on by the old lady, but other than that, I'm blasting that. Action Man, I actually kind of liked. It reminded me of some Golden or Silver Age books in the beginning, and then something happens. I ain't gonna ruin it for you, and yeah, I'm not gonna. If I see issue 2, I'll pick it up, but I'm not gonna go out of my way for it. So I was actually gonna stash this one, and that's all the indies I got.
How about you, Paul?
I just got the Action Man #1, and I would blast it. I mean, it just was weird. I don't know if it's just that I just didn't get it, or it's just not what I'm into, but it just wasn't impressed by it.
Okay. So out of the other books that we reviewed, I mean, what is their pick of the week? Start with you, Mike, since you're searching for a book.
If I would have to either go with Totally Awesome Hulk. You get to find out what's actually going on with Bruce Banner in this one. If any Hulk fans were wondering, it tells you in this one. I would either go with Hulk or Justice League number 52. Tells a little backstory on Lex becoming Superman, and that was pretty good too. So I would go with one of those.
Vince, do
And
you
the
have any
cover of
pictures?
the week.
Go ahead, sir.
Cover of the week would go to Carnage number 9. I love that cover. All the Carnage covers are pretty cool. So.
Vince, how
Go
about
ahead.
you? What's your pick of the week in the Marvel or DC realm?
Marvel or DC non-independent. I have to go with Deadpool versus Gambit.
Okay. Gary, how about you?
My pick of the week.
Yeah.
What would I pick? What did I pick?
Your nose.
Let's see here. What is my pick of the week?
He looks so sophisticated smoking the cigarette.
My pick would have to be Action Comics.
Action Comics, okay.
And I'm
Paul, how about you?
surprised at that,
Just to piss off Gary, I'm gonna go with Aquaman.
Who is gay?
but- Okay, then you were definitely the one laying in the bed.
Is that what you are saying, Paul?
Nah, I'm just saying Black Manta was a badass. So
You
Oh,
are
man.
saying Black Manta was smacking him in the ass? What are you saying?
I think that's a whole different book you're reading.
He
And
was,
that is
he was licking what hole? What are you saying? You're coming in totally broken tonight. Broken out on
and that's a totally different show too. So tune in for the Vince's channel for
Tune
that.
in for the Black
conversation.
Hole Mantis.
Aquaman's gay.
I don't, out of the books I picked up, I mainly just picked up the ones on a reading list. Gosh dang, and I didn't really have one that really stood out, but I probably have to go with Aquaman. That would probably be the pick of the week for me out of the ones we read. Where did Vince go? He was talking all the dirty talk and had to disappear.
He's out with a
Oh,
flash.
I think we went to that other show.
Oh, he might have. He might have. So I guess we'll jump into some TV and movie news. Anybody still watching Preacher? Or watched the first episode? Haven't watched any since then. Anybody else watch Preacher?
I haven't now.
Everybody's gonna get mad. I don't like it.
You don't like it? Did you watch any more of the episodes?
I ain't watched any of them.
You watch any of them?
No. No, I actually haven't on that one. I don't. It's just kind of not my thing, but it doesn't mean that it's not good. It's just not for me.
How about you, Vince? Have you watched any more episodes of Preacher?
Yeah.
Cursed
Oh,
son.
Huh?
Oh, my sunlight's coming in on my screen, my parade.
Yeah, it's kind of dark over here.
Your sunlight's coming in. Where the hell are you at?
He's in like somewhere.
I'm in the Great Pacific Northwest.
Yes. Sophisticated.
See my sunlight?
He drinks Dos Equis. He's sophisticated.
He's the most interesting comic man in the world.
He's the most interesting. What was the
Preacher.
question? Preacher is great. It's just slowly building up. I know some people are like, it's boring. It's this, it's that. It's slowly building up, and I'm telling you, it's like by the end of the season, it's gonna be like, Preacher is very good. And by the way, sorry, the book is
Okay.
exploding.
Is it?
Preacher #1 is like jumping $20 a day or some shit. It's crazy.
How about Outcast? Anybody seen? I watched the pilot episode on YouTube. I have yet to follow up on it. That's on Showtime. I don't have that. So anybody else watching Outcast at all?
I caught the first one, and I didn't get to see the second one yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I haven't
Anybody else?
seen one yet either, but I do want to see it.
Gary?
No, sir, I have not actually had a chance to watch it yet.
Next show, if you're on, you need to wear a smoking jacket the entire show as well, please. Nice red velvet one would be great. Mike, how about you? Are you watching Outcast?
I'm lost.
I watched the first one, and I have not continued. Not because I didn't like it, just because work's been a little hectic. I could barely keep up with my pop addiction and my comic addiction. So, and plus, I'm trying to get through 10 seasons of Supernatural on Netflix. So,
Okay, then the other bit of news, I was looking up stuff today, and one question was, will Marvel let Sony have the Spider-Man universe? So is Marvel going to allow, or what's everybody's take on it? Would you like to see the whole Spider-Man universe move into the Marvel universe, as in Venom and all the other, Sinister Six and all that? Do you think Marvel should be able to take that in and use that in the new Marvel universe? Mike, let's start with you.
I would like to see it. I would like to see everything, owned by Sony or whoever. Just that's the way I am. Yeah, that's. I would like to see it. That's all I got.
Vince,
Yes, sir.
is that a yes to the question?
No, I am just responding to my elder. Yes, sir.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Mike would be your elder by a little bit.
Yeah, he's like, what, a year older? Spoiler, Spider Grandpa is super young, guys. Yes, I know it's a disappointment, but he's like super young.
I get that question a lot. I get that question a lot. I am 40 years old, and I actually am a grandpa. My daughter is 19, and she had a baby about a year ago. So,
So it's kind of like the plot of 40-Year-Old Virgin, right? With the chick that he hooks up with, who's like a great grandma, but she's like 40.
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to clarify that. Okay, so Sony
She was a MILF.
needs to let go. They need to let go and let Marvel. I think it's let God or some shit, but let go and let Marvel, because Marvel, sir, can do no wrong. Just give it all to Marvel. Give Batman to Marvel. Give
Batman to Marvel.
Just give everything to Marvel, because every movie will be freaking awesome if you do. Just succumb to the New World Power, and all will be good.
I'm down.
Okay. Paul, what's your
Spider-Verse
thought on that?
is coming.
Eventually, I want all the characters to come home to Disney.
Yeah.
Why did you have to go and call it Disney?
You know what? On that thought, going home
Because
to Disney.
now that it's
I
Disney,
don't know.
Disney has enough money to throw at them to get them back.
Yeah, but if it's Disney, they're all going to be freaking musicals. I don't know about it. Next thing you know, Spider-Man's going to be in a damn musical theater doing a ballet and shit.
Gary,
They already took
everything is owned by
Spider-Man musical?
Disney.
It's horrible. It's
Everything is owned by Disney. You're owned by Disney. You just don't know it.
I'm on a Disney boycott.
Well, then you're just boycotting yourself, your apartment you live in, your dog. It's all owned by Disney, dude. They own everything.
Damn old Disney. I wish I could
Yeah,
find that.
man.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a freaking cult. I'm telling you.
why couldn't I have been lucky to find that book with his signature in it? That's worth like thousands.
Gotta check my attic.
You better check your attic. That book is the shit. I think it would. I don't. Hell, on this topic, I think that they should. I'm not going to give in to it. No, stay away from them. How about that?
All right. Okay.
You're saying no, that you don't want the
You're-
Spider Universe in Marvel?
Oh boy.
I know. Yes. That's exactly what I said.
Gary,
Wow.
sir, you're entitled to your opinion, but you're wrong.
And everybody else watching right now, this is Gary's last show. He will not be back on again. So No, I think it's gonna be great because in the whole article, the Sony's guys are like, you know what? We're handing it over to Marvel. Yes, we're gonna hold on to that. They're gonna hold on to the characters. We're gonna let Marvel kind of run with it, and they're hoping that Marvel's gonna be allow them to plug in Venom, to plug in the Sinister Six, to plug in all those other characters in that Marvel universe, in that Spider-Man universe. So
All right, then I'll give in. Yes.
you will, okay.
Okay,
Uh,
I just have to interrupt you one more time, sir.
Yes.
We have a celebrity in the
Youngster, you
chat
go right
room.
ahead. Let me just
Yeah,
get my
because I've been doing it all damn night anyways, right? Because I'm freaking hopped up on Ritalin and freaking Kool-Aid. There is a celebrity in the chat room. Let's all give it up. Could you do your applause thing?
Oh, yes. If I can.
Don, the real comic book junkie, is with us tonight. What's up, Don?
And yeah, he got his show here coming up, I think, pretty soon. He does that late night with the junkie, I think. So one thing that's funny, I was talking to my son about, that Disney owns all these, as Gary was talking about, owns all these different companies. If they really wanted to, they could do a Marvel versus Mickey Mouse versus Kermit the Frog, really, if they wanted to, because they own all those characters, and they could plug them all into the movie, and nobody could say anything about it. So before we jump into a new segment, Vince, did you have anything you wanted to maybe, I don't know, give away?
Yeah, I got 5 cats. I need to get down to 3. So with each 3 comic books, you guys are gonna have a choice of one of my cats. But there's one cat that is looking for a certain person named Eddie. I'm not gonna mention that cat's name. He knows what I'm talking about, and she told me this morning that he better watch his back. Something about his back. Watching it, I don't know. Eddie, I'm concerned, bro. I'm seriously concerned.
It sounds like Vince just has too much pussy on his hands over there. And
All right, so actually, I'm gonna end with the big book. I'm gonna actually do sets of 3 because I got a lot of stuff to give away here. I'm gonna give away La Muerta. That's my
you're
shitty
kidding me.
Spanish.
Seriously?
Yes, I am. I'm serial. I'm giving away Deadpool versus Gambit, and I'm giving away America all in one bundle. And this time, I need you guys to write this shit down because last week I forgot who won what. All right.
I got it. I'll write it down for you.
All right. Now, I guess I'm gonna do this a certain way that another shitty channel does it.
hold on, Vince. Did you say Mary Kay? Are you giving away makeup? What the hell?
So
Yeah, I am with my cats.
now, are we going to exclude panel members from winning, Gary?
Yes.
I didn't jump in on that. I am good. I apologize for last week.
No, it's okay, man. Listen. The book found a good home. That's all I ever care about.
Oh, well, I just wanted to make sure before we jump into it that...
You know what? He wants to get in
everybody-
on himself. He wants that La Muerta. That's what it is. So,
Me?
yeah.
Oh, I do, yes, but I'm not going to be
That's why
posting anything on there.
I'm out. Look, go ahead.
Don't
Okay.
worry,
Let's give it back to Vince so he can do his thing here.
Yeah, let's do this. So yeah, I'm gonna do this like another channel that's not very cool right now. I'm gonna show something and you gotta just read off of it, I guess. What does the top of this booth that Gambit and Deadpool are in say? Can you see that?
Free boobies.
No, it does not say free boobies. Whoever said that, you are wrong and you are ejected. This is a PG show. Does anybody got it?
Yeah, PG pushing R. No, there we go. James K's got it.
James K,
K,
he got it
yeah,
first.
thank
So
God.
he gets all 3 of those books. Please write that down, because I am going
I
to
got it.
forget like in 2 seconds. All right. The next bundle we're gonna do is this the variant of Wonder Woman or is it the other cover?
That's
the
the variant.
Okay, and this is the Flash variant, yeah. Okay, and this is the Lucas stand. So I'm gonna give away these 3 books. What is, and try to be as specific as possible. I mean, you could kind of tell. What is the character on Lucas Stan holding in his, I don't know my left from my right, so let me do this that they taught me in school. L equal left. Okay, so that's the right hand. What is he holding in his right hand? He's holding two things. One of them is very tasty.
Jack Daniels.
He would wear legs for a hat. So, Midwest Comic Guy loves a Frank show.
Spartan.
So the gun.
I just told you L means left. That's the wrong side, buddy.
Jeremy
Jack
Edwards was
Daniels.
the
Oh,
first one,
no,
I think.
Evan got Nope.
Jeremy,
Jerome Edwards got whiskey.
Jerome Edwards, you got it. You got the
Or
second.
Jeremy. Sorry.
Yes, sorry.
Actually, I know. I have to. He actually, in his left hand, he is holding the gun. In the right hand, he's holding
Whiskey.
whiskey. So if you're looking at it from our standpoint, it would be
Oh,
my
so-
left, but his
But he said his right hand, which means the character's right hand.
So so wait.
trick question.
Basically, everything I learned in school is wrong. You're telling me?
No.
What the
On
hell,
your-
man? Come on, Gary. What the hell, man? All right. Listen, Jerome, Jeremy, Jason, you got it.
Yeah, Jeremy Edwards.
Okay, so I know for sure that this is the variant to Batman Detective. I know that this is the variant to Action. And I think that this is the variant to Pussy.
Yep, that's the variant for that one too.
Okay, so I'm gonna give away these 3 books. Let's see. Okay, let's do another left and right. Okay, so as I am holding the book, imagine the person is me. Okay, the character. Who is the character on the left? This side. What side? Batwoman, dude. Who that? Come on, man. That freaking looks like Batwoman.
Okay, so Davis Comics said Lex.
Yes. Who got it?
Davis Comics.
Okay, Davis Comics, awesome. And then for the grand prize, all right, how can I do this one? Let's see. This is gonna be easy, so I'm gonna give everybody a second to get ready to type here.
Got the win.
Hold on. This is gonna be an easy one. It's gonna be a character, so get ready,
Aquaman.
guys. Okay. This character is named Robin, but his name is also what? And it's his first appearance.
Uh-oh.
No. I just said it's not Robin.
Jason Todd by David Comics Finds. So Davis, you want Davis to win the second one?
No, it's got to be somebody else, so just start
Okay.
over, ask another question. All
Well, we can
right.
give it to the net runner-up if you wanted to. Let's see here. Oh, it's popping through so fast.
Yeah, let's just try that one more time.
Well, because after that's Captain Dadpool, which I think you're trying to go different. Too.
All right. This book was published in what year? 1980.
And the chat is quiet. They're all looking it up on Google, like, what the hell?
It says it right
84
on the
by
back
Jeremy
cover.
Edwards, but he won last one.
I
David
already won
Benavides.
something. Damn you
No,
people.
David Benavides.
David Benavides, you won. Whoopi Goldberg, yes, runner-up. I got another book for that one. I was waiting for that. Whoopi Goldberg, good job, Spartan. Okay, so that was David Benavides, right?
Yes, sir.
Jay Punish, that is absolutely correct. Evangelon, I think you're a year short. Yes. Bruce Zayas, you're living in the future.
Who Dat's pissed because his internet's too slow.
Yeah, he's talking about like Catwoman or some shit from like episode 1 of Blaster Statue. I'm
Oh.
sorry, I just had to do it.
Okay, is that all your giveaways there, Vince?
Yeah, man, that's and some cats, dude. I got this really cool blind cat. It's just like Daredevil, you know. She like jumps
Take it
off
easy,
shit,
Daddy.
does somersaults.
Are you
No,
gonna put
that's-
holes in the box?
Yes, I am because I am
Okay.
humane.
Okay. So I wanted to make sure. Okay. You want PETA up in here, you know, crashing our show, saying that you're abusing cats. Okay, so let's jump into a new segment. We're about an hour and 20 minutes in, so we wanted to do a new thing. It's called Funko News with Grandpa. So Spider Grandpa's going to give us some Funko news. You know, any hot Funko Pops that are coming out soon you want to keep your eyes out for. If you're a Funko collector, go ahead and take it over, Mike. And Mike froze? Looks like Mike froze, so no Funko news with Grandpa.
Can you hear me?
Oh, there he is. Okay. There you go. How about it, Mike?
All right, guys. I know there's some pop collectors in there. I had literally an hour and a half to get this ready. This will be better next time. I was actually pop hunting today, and I was in 2 Hot Topics, and the biggest things right now are moving out of the store are actually these Pop the Vote pops. Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, and the other one, Bernie Sanders. I'm not a political guy. I just picked this up because it is what it is. But these are flying off the shelves. So this is the only one my Hot Topic had in my area. So if you find those, pick those up. I know everyone's looking for the Spider-Gwen pops. There's actually 3 of them. They have this one from Hot Topic. This is the unmasked and hooded version. There's the normal one and one at Walgreens with the hood up, and she's unmasked. So there's 3
Here's
different
the normal
versions
one.
There's 3 different versions of Spider-Gwen. Some pop news coming out. If Wave 3 of the new Star Wars pop is supposed to be coming out.
What are you doing?
July, and
Oh, look.
Kylo Ren Luke, a whole bunch of her. Also,
Your internet's pretty spotty there, Mike.
pops coming out.
You there?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, you're breaking up pretty bad though.
Okay. I'll try to run this down. If you guys could hear me, I didn't have much time to go through this, but there's some other pop YouTube channels that you guys could check out, like Nerd, Tracy's Basement, and Factoneer. They keep up to date, and a bunch of great exclusives coming out. 6-inch Stooge Growl.
Yeah, your audio's.
All I heard was 6 inches. Sorry.
Gary has lost it officially.
I heard pop 6 inches. I'm like, what?
Oh man.
Okay.
All right.
I guess you're
I'm
breaking
done.
up pretty bad, Mike. Okay, we'll
Sorry.
jump into some audience questions. We'll take those for about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll end up closing it up. So anybody has any questions, pop it in the chat. We'll answer them up.
Yeah, I just wanted to answer a question. I think it was Davis Comic Finds asked. He asked if a cat can fit in a comic mailer, and yes, they can. Because what I found out is as long as the head can fit into the space, the cat can fit into the space. This is a true rule. So I guarantee you I can fit one of my cats into a comic mailer and get it to you first class.
I'll probably get PETA called on me, but if you chop them up, it'd probably fit a little better too.
Oh, come on now. I'm sure they
Come
will.
on, man.
You know,
That is just so not cool.
they'll have to go.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna get some crap for it. Okay, anybody have any other questions at all?
Jeremy says, "How do I get my comics?"
Well,
at the end
Jeremy-
of this segment, Vince will roll down the window and throw it out.
Okay,
Yeah.
so basically, here's how it works. You meet me at 7-Eleven at exactly 9:30 on the 13th day of the 14th lunar cycle. Behind the second dumpster, I'm gonna give you 2 waves, right? And then you're gonna give me 1. And then we're gonna do a secret handshake. No, seriously, I'm just gonna hit you up and you just give me your address. And I'm gonna put it just like I do my cats in a comic mailer and
Yeah,
get it to you.
Don't type it in chat. It's like,
Hey, David Benavides wants to know if you're gonna have the after party, noob.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, did you see what he wrote?
Yeah, he said that he wants to give it to somebody else.
Yep.
Who said that?
Jeremy Edwards. He said, "Pay it forward."
Damn, dude, awesome. Serious?
I already have those books. It does me no good.
Okay, so the first person to type the number,
Get ready, who dat? I'm kidding.
the first person to type the number B wins.
Number B.
You see, that's like the whole left-right thing. Got me all jacked up, Gary. The first person to type 15 wins.
You lose, Grandpa. Nope, it's not B anymore.
It's not B.
It's not
anymore.
B, guys.
And that's still
That's
not
a number.
a number.
It's a number.
There we go. Monk's dead. Got it.
Monkston got it.
Monks then, alright. Cool. Got you, Monks. Wow, there was like 20 people that thought 15 was a letter. Holy shit.
B15 bingo says David Benavides there.
B15, bingo.
That is correct.
A question I wanted to kick out to you guys is I just found out, so I'm planning on going to the Rose City Comic Con up in Portland in September. Stan Lee is just signed. He's gonna be there. This is good. Last time over in Portland, and I thought about trying to go get his picture and his autograph. Anybody ever gotten his autograph or a picture taken with him, and how much does that usually run? Anybody know on the panel? That's I was thinking about 150.
It's about
Anybody else
$100. Yeah.
I think in Denver it was 100.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Bruce Zaya says he's headed to the one in Portland too, so maybe we'll hook up there and check some stuff out. Yeah, that's what I was trying to budget my trip to figure out, what I want for. So Big E says 100 for a signature, 150 for a pick. Now, can you get both for 150, or is it 100 for one and 150 for the other? I wonder. I know some other artists and stuff there. I'm looking forward to seeing. Greg Rucka is a writer. He's going to be up there and get some book signed by him. But anything else? Anybody got any other Comic Con news? If they're headed to Comic Cons or going to get signatures or anything?
Yeah, I'm going to New York Comic Con once again. No, but actually I got denied. I'm very sad for a volunteer position. There's a lot of people apply for that apparently, so they only pick a few. But I'm going to be attending all 4 days. If I get a ticket. which is not very easy. And I'm also going to be attending Walker Stalker. I'm going to be volunteering for that. It's basically like the whole cast of The Walking Dead, and it's here in New Jersey, down by the water. And I'm going to be volunteering for
What?
that. So I'm going to post if anybody needs anything. You know, I'll try to hook you guys up if I can.
Hook me up.
But it's going to be pretty much everybody but Glenn. I have no reason why.
Because Glenn's dead. He died at the end of season 6.
No, they're just doing that to throw you off, guys.
Yep.
Go ahead, Gary. What were you going to say?
What'd you say now? Is this The Walking Dead? Like,
No, I was asking if you're going to any cons or planning on trying to get any signatures or anything like that there.
I wished, but nope.
How about you, Paul?
Say again?
Are you going to be headed to any cons anytime soon or trying to get any signatures or anything?
I may try and hit Wizard World Chicago, but that's right around when I'm going down to Puerto Rico, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get both done.
Puerto Rico.
Okay, we're at the hour-and-a-half mark here. Did anybody else have any other shout-outs or anything to any other channels out there before we close this session?
Yeah,
Go ahead, Vince. Start with you.
go ahead, Mike.
All right. Recently subscribed to me. They have low subs on their page. Let's try to give them a boost. One of them was actually in the chat there. Evangeline. He just subscribed to me. I subscribed back. And some of you guys already know Golden Car Comics. So those are my 3 shout-outs for this week.
Okay. Vince?
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out first. He goes by 2 names. It's very weird names. Fat MLG or Fat PHAT Pro Man or Fat Comic Overdose or Fat Overdose. I don't know, something like that. PHAT something. He's actually he's over in like London or wherever the hell like Harry Potter and all that shit is. And the kid is extremely knowledgeable in comics. I mean, he does some serious reviews on books, and not many people watch him. Listen, just help the kid out. You know, he's putting a lot of time into it. So that's one. I want to shout out Davis Comic Finds, because this was truly cool, man. This act of kindness you sent me, it truly blew me away today. And I also wanted to shout out Tat. I'm gonna shout out Tat's Comics. Go ahead and sub him. He's a cool dude with a big beard. And I aspire to one day have as long a beard as he has. Tat's Comics, the man with the beard, for president, 2016.
How about you, Gary? Do you have any shout-outs you want to do?
Yes. Actually, I do. I want to say thanks to all my homies. Shout out. No, there's this one kid. I say kid. I'm not sure how old he is, but he makes lots of videos, does lots of reviews, lots of comic calls. He's only got 5 views on a video that was done 2 days ago. And
What's his name?
His name is RMG Geeked.
RMG Geek.
Yeah, it's Geeked. It's RMG GEEKED. And everybody should check him out. He does like reviews on like every single book he picks up. He'll throw out 5 or 6 videos in one day. You think I'm bad, but he don't go like all the way into it, but he does give like a quick recap, and you know he sets these videos up quite nice too. So you know check him out. He don't have very many subscribers. Let me see. He's got 32 subscribers, which you know is not too bad, but he does a lot of great videos. So.
I'm subbed to him already. How about you, Paul? Do you have any channels you want to shout out?
I just want to second Evan Gellin. He's a really cool dude, and he's real fun to talk to. I think everybody should subscribe to him.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
You know what? I'm gonna give a shout out to you all those who don't know. Tom Riordan is actually on YouTube. Who is that?
The cat's out the frickin' bag.
Who is it?
Why'd you do it, Gary?
Nobody
What's
knows.
going on?
Nothing. Anyway.
Nothing. Never mind. Just forget you heard anything. Please.
I'll just go back and watch the video again later,
No,
I guess.
just
and figure out what's
go
going
back
on.
and edit that whole part out. Take your medication, Gary.
I just, it's a joke. God. Can I have a
Yes.
joke?
Joke.
You know who else is here? I'm gonna give a shout out. Come here. Come here. It's my Thunder Buddy. No. First, right here. She's a little camera shy. This is my Thunder Buddy. Where's your cats at, Vince? Where's your cat?
I can't grab them because one of them, Tiffany, actually left the house. I don't know where the hell she went. She called the Uber cab to New York City. I don't know who she's going to see there. Has something to do with Eddie, I think, again. I don't know what the hell you did there, Eddie, but she called the Uber cab and she's on her way out the door. So, again, 911. Let's call beforehand because they take a long time to come. But, Dave, I also wanted to ask one question, if it'll take like 2 minutes. I just wanted to get y'all's feelings on channels that have like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 subs, but only have like 3 comments on their videos. Does anybody find that fishy, or is it just me?
I would think if you have that many subs, you have people commenting all the time, so I guess that would be.
And does anybody find it fishy when those people who comment kiss the person's ass whose channel it is? Is that fishy as well? I'm just thinking if I'm going crazy or not.
I'm going to let somebody else answer that because I've already answered one and I don't want to put myself.
There's a lot
staying
of
I'm
ass
staying
kissing going
out
on
of it.
around here.
Okay, so
There's a bunch of ass kissers on YouTube. How's that? I just say it.
Like Aquaman?
I like it. Well, yeah, he's literally ass kissing.
let me first say thank you, Gary, for that. I appreciate that. I really appreciate you. So I have a couple shout-outs, a couple new channels that subscribe to me. Old Man Gamers, he has other stuff. He just started to get back into comics, too. Golden Car Comics, somebody had mentioned one of those earlier. And then let's do one that's not necessarily comics. Is Funko Mama. She does a lot of Funko Pop stuff. I think I found her through Spider Grandpa's page. So
Yeah.
that's all I got. I definitely like to throw the shout-outs to the people who have the lower, not a whole lot of subscribers, to get more people for them, versus channels that have a whole bunch of people. So with that being, anybody else have any last-minute things before we close this up? Gary, any more ass-kissing things you need to clear up?
Here's my motto. You don't have to kiss my ass, because if you don't like me, bite me.
Okay. Make sure you check out Gary's channel. Noob. He does have a lot of stuff. A lot of people. He does some crazy stuff on there. Go check him out. Paul, do you have any last-minute things before we close out of here?
No, I think I'm pretty good.
Well, thank you for coming on. Make sure you go subscribe to Paul's channel as well. Midwest Comic Guy, right? That's right.
Oh, yep. Paul has a Kickstarter. Talk about that for a second. Actually, whoa. There's somebody actually had a very serious question. Paul, since you're the man who does, who should know something about pressing since you want to start a business, somebody was asking, with a book like that, like the Harley Quinn, Batman Harley Quinn back there, or like Batman the Killing Joke, if it has a signature on it and you get it pressed, will that destroy the signature? Yes or no? Remember, it's this kind of book.
Not if it's done right.
Square bound. No?
As long as it's done right.
As long as the signature is done right, or as long as the pressing is done
As long
right.
as the pressing's done right.
It won't bleed out the Okay, cool.
Huh. Hey,
I
that's a
know
good
people that
question.
I've never, pressed one with a signature on it, but I know people have had it done and it's been okay.
Vince, any last minute things from your channel or say anything else?
No, but as I was saying with the pressing, somebody on the panel has a Kickstarter going on. So if he wants to promote that, I think he should.
I'll promote it in the comments.
Okay.
I'll put a link to it.
Cool. Mike, how about you? Any last minute things?
If you guys haven't already, subscribe to these four gentlemen down here. Check out my channel soon. I just bought a big stack of comics for less than $1 each. I'm gonna be getting that video up probably tomorrow. I'm a little tired right now, but I'll thank everybody for watching, and y'all be kind to one another.
And then one other thing too. So your wife liked that Funko I made you, Paul?
Oh yeah, she loved it.
Okay, good. Good deal. So that's it. I think we're going to close it down, and thanks everybody for watching. We'll catch you guys later. Catch us next Friday, 7 p.m. 10 Eastern. So here we out, guys. Take it easy.
Don't forget to get your pets spaded and neutered.
Thank you, Bob Barker, as we're leaving.